Cheers. This is the word that reverberates around establishments like this. And it all revolves around one thing. Drink, drink, drink. Alcoholic drink, of course. Britain is booming with beer, but there is a lack of British brewed beers and ales being brewed around the nation. We went through a mini journey into the world of British brewing and promoting, taking us to the CAMRA Beer Festival. Our first stop is local East End brewer James Brodie. He is currently producing Brodie's beers. He runs a brewery in Walthamstow, London. James currently brews all the beer himself. We were given a quick overview of how beer is brewed. First, mashing.
We start off with the grain tin upstairs, filling that, and then you release the grain. You've got a pre-masher here, which is, you get a hose connected here, so that mixes the grain before it hits the mash tun. So the water's in here, mixed with the grain. The grain is soaked in this water for and once you're filled up, it's soaked in the grain for an hour and 20 minutes. And you have to be really exact about the temperature you get as well. So a nice balance is 65 degrees, will give you about 50-50.
The sugars are then washed out of the grain to produce wort, also known as sparging. The wort is then boiled in a cuppa to sterilise it and to extract bitterness from the hops. This is then cooled down and brought down to a fermentable temperature. Yeast is then added to the wort to convert the fermentable sugars into alcohol. Then the alcohol is racked.
I had homebrewed at home, obviously. My wife became annoyed that I would mess the place up all the time.
Okay, yeah.
So it was the perfect, and this brewery was here. This is my public brewery shut down, but then the idea was to reopen it and do my brewing on a larger scale. And I'm shocked that it's grown so fast. I was expecting to maybe do one brew a month and feed this pub with beer within the fourth. Brodie's beers are chemical free and handcrafted rather than made by machine. Like you get, I mean, you can tell like there's certain beers I won't mention, Fuller's and stuff, that is made by machine, and their aim is to get everything exactly right, using whatever they have to use every time. And we're not in that position. We don't. If our beer differs from one batch to the next, it's not the end of the world.
Apart from James distributing his product to many establishments, he also has the chance to promote his beers at events such as the CAMRA Beer Festival. This will give us a good opportunity to infiltrate the gathering of many British brewers and of course many eager drinkers. The CAMRA Association stands for the Campaign for Real Ale. It's an independent, voluntary consumer organisation which campaigns for real ale, real pubs and consumer rights. It currently has over 95,000 members.
So is this your first beer festival?
No, we've been sort of regularly attending beer festivals over the last 5 years. Beer festival is a good time to get all your friends together and just try something different that you normally would rather than just sitting in a Wetherspoons, which is very interesting.
I've volunteered at this festival for about 12 years in a row, and I put my nose into it in the odd year before that. I usually help with set up and take down.
I'm actually a business troubleshooter. I help international businesses fix their problems. I do this for a bit of a hobby. It's been a really good turnout. I closed the business yesterday. We're actually 600 people up on last year, so there may be a credit crunch going on, but people are still coming out to enjoy good beer.
Hi. How has the festival gone for you so far?
It's gone very well. We've got a day left and no Brodies left.
Really?
Yeah, with a full day to go. I've had to deliver new this morning.
What would you say are the ingredients to keep it open, to keep the campaign?
Young people. To get young people involved.
Why young people?
Because they're the future. I mean, the people in CAMRA tend, 30 through
middle age onwards are already drinking real ale. You've got to get young people drinking real ale to make it more fashionable.
He goes to many festivals. Most of the time we just go to the Earls Court or the Old Olympia Festival, and that's how we're not actually like ale drinkers or beer drinkers ourselves. You do actually get the feel that you've got to keep that alive. Because these pubs out here, they grew on that, and now that we enjoy our lager, solely lager, that means the whole industry is going to disappear, as well as the way of life.
Overall, one thing becomes clearly apparent. This all comes down to people. These groups of people are all making an effort to create a resurgence in British beer. This is admirable, due to the grandeur of foreign lager companies hitting our shelves every day with beers throughout the world. The buzz and reward this brings is patriotic and embellishes the human spirit, all in the name of getting pissed.
Fucking A, yeah.